What if one of the most talked about films of the year is quietly built on Christian ideas? The film doesn't have any preaching, quoting of scripture, or even mention God as far as I'm aware. And yet, there's themes of grace, sacrifice, vocation, self-gift, all of that is in there. In Project Hail Mary, humanity is saved not by power, but by someone willing to give everything. And that's not an accident. I'm Shua, and this is Pop Culture Catholic, the channel where faith and fandom meet. And today we're diving into Project Hail Mary, specifically through a Catholic lens, building on a really sharp observation from Bishop Robert Barron that I saw on Twitter. Barron argues that this film reveals something important. Even in a supposedly post-Christian culture, we're still telling stories shaped by Christianity. We're still, as he puts it, Christ-haunted. So the question is, why does this story feel so meaningful, so moral, so right? And what does that say about us? As you know, this is what we do here on the channel. We break down movies, shows, anime, all that good stuff, and the Christian themes that underlie it. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, please hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video and drop a comment down below. Without further ado, let's talk about the theology of Project Hail Mary. All right, let's start with the name, Ryland Grace. Barron points out this isn't accidental, and he's right, because in Catholic theology, grace is not a feeling, it's not a mood, it's not even something that you can earn. The Catechism of the Catholic Church says that grace is favor, the free and undeserved help that God gives us, paragraph 1996. Grace is a gift, a free gift, undeserved, unearned. And what's fascinating about Ryland Grace is that he doesn't begin as some heroic figure. He's dazed and confused and reluctant even, and at times resistant, and yet he is still chosen for a mission that will save humanity. That's the first theological move of the film. Grace comes before willingness, just like in Christianity. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. Grace doesn't wait for perfection. It initiates. So one of the big sort of twists in the film is that Ryland doesn't volunteer for this gig, not per se. In fact, he's kind of pressed and forced into the mission, and yet over time, he becomes the kind of person capable of fulfilling it. And we would say that that's grace in action. It's not just a gift given, but a transformation unfolding over time. Barron's central claim is this: Ryland Grace becomes a kind of Christ figure. Not in a one-to-one allegory, of course, but in the pattern of his life. And that pattern is simple. He gives himself for others. Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. John 15:13. This is the heart of Christian morality. Not self-expression, not self-fulfillment, but self-gift. As Gaudium et Spes teaches, man cannot fully find himself except through a sincere gift of himself. What makes Grace compelling is not that he's perfect, it's that over time he becomes willing to lose everything, willing to die, willing to give himself for the people he will never meet, future generations. That's way more than heroism. That is Christ-shaped love. The film never tells you that this is Christian per se, but it feels right because it is. Barron highlights another crucial figure, the soldier military lady who pushes Grace toward sacrifice. She represents something deeper than authority. She represents moral demand. The Catechism of the Catholic Church says, deep within his conscience, man discovers a law which he has not laid upon himself. Paragraph 1776. This is one of the most uncomfortable truths in Catholic theology. You are not the author of the moral law. You don't invent it. You don't even discover it. It is placed upon you. And sometimes it demands more than you want. Grace doesn't want to sacrifice himself. He hesitates, he resists, he runs away, but the call doesn't go away. That's sort of allegorical for conscience. That's vocation. That's the quiet voice that says, this is what you must do. And in a culture obsessed with comfort this feels almost alien, but it is deeply Christian. Today's video is brought to you by Catholic Coffee. Real beans, real saints. Whether you're pulling an all-nighter, editing until 2 a.m. like me, or just trying to pray before the kids wake up, Catholic Coffee's got your back. I recommend the St. Drago Medium Roast. He's literally the patron saint of coffee and unattractive people, which I relate to spiritually. Grab a bag, support the channel, and caffeinate your soul today. Now, from what I understand, one of the most surprising aspects of the book is that Grace does not complete the mission alone. He encounters another being named Rocky. Unfortunately, during the film's promotional run, they were spoiling this all over the place, but I don't think that it took too much away from the movie. I did know ahead of time that there would be a sort of alien sidekick, but I didn't know what he looked like, and I didn't really know what his vibe was because I didn't watch the trailer. I just had heard that there was an alien in the film. But Barron makes an interesting note here that Jesus had Peter, the Rock. Grace has Rocky, the Rock. Now, we don't need to force that comparison too much, but the deeper truth stands. Salvation in this story is not solitary. It is relational. Grace and Rocky depend on each other. They learn from each other. They sacrifice for each other. They save each other, and together they accomplish what neither could alone. That reflects a core Catholic truth. Salvation draws us into communion, not isolation. The human person is called to communion. Catechism of the Catholic Church, paragraph 1879. Even the hero needs help, needs friendship, needs relationship. And that's not weakness, that is by design. So what do we make of all this? Is Project Hail Mary a Christian film? No. But it is a film that thinks in Christian categories: grace, sacrifice, vocation, communion. Barron's final insight is the most important. We are not as post-Christian as we might have previously thought. We still tell stories shaped by the gospel, even when we don't realize it. We are, whether we like it or not, a Christ-haunted culture. And of course, that's something that I have become acutely aware of as I've embarked on the journey that is the Pop Culture Catholic channel. As I dive into movies and music and TV shows and anime and all that good stuff from a Catholic lens. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more. I'm Shwa, this is the Pop Culture Catholic, where faith and fandom meet, and as always, peace be with you. Just a quick shout out, if you like what I'm doing here and want to support it, check out my Ko-fi. It's a donation-based platform where I share early video access, extra content, essays, behind the scenes stuff, and digital downloads. Even $1 helps keep the channel going and lets me keep talking faith, film, and fandom full time. Links in the description, and thank you as always.